Hello friends, today I wanted to share with you some of my favorite books from when I was a teenager. I saw Avery at Avery Loves Books do a video kind of similar to this. I think she actually did a reading vlog where she reread some of her favorite books from when she was a teen. And I don't reread books. I have so many new ones. So I'm going to make a list video. So we're going to talk about it for like a second, and then we're going to move past this. The Harry Potter series by J.K. Rowling. She is a terrible person, and this is a video of my favorite books from that time, so we're going to talk about, so we have to mention Harry Potter, but now we're moving on. I also wrote down, I just kind of quick jotted down, made this list. I also have the Twilight series on here. I was a junior in high school, and I'm from a small town in Texas. I spent spring break at my aunt's house right outside of Austin, and my cousin was actually reading I think she was reading the second book at that time, and I ran out of the reading material that I brought, so she gave me the first book, and it was Twilight. If you know, you know. It was Twilight. It was Twilight. I also have the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants on this list. I got the first book, I think as a Christmas present. I got it as some type of present when the first Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants movie was coming out. I got the movie tie-in, mass market edition, and I bought all the books after that, or my parents bought all the books after that, let's be real. And then many years later, it's called Sisterhood Everlasting came out. I bought that right away and read it, and it's so... I don't know how to describe this book. Sorry, I had to switch positions. I sat on the floor to film, and my back is hurting. It's just nostalgic. It's nostalgic, but it's fun, but there's seriousness to it, so you kind of... I don't know how to describe it. I loved the Sister of the Traveling Pants series. One of my favorite authors still to this day is Sarah Dessen, and I discovered her when I was in high school. The first book I ever read by her was The Truth About Forever, but Just Listen is actually my favorite book. Wrong wrist. I have the tattoo on there. Yeah, the fifth thing on this list is actually a series, and I still have all of these books from it. I do also still own Harry Potter. I got rid of Twilight some point in college. I do still have the Sister of the Traveling Pants, and I have the Sarah Dessen books. I do still have the Two of a Kind series by Mary-Kate and Ashley, which is... I loved the TV show. I was obsessed with Mary-Kate and Ashley growing up. I loved the TV show. I love their movies. When I saw that there was books about the TV show, and it actually, the first couple of books are just novelizations of the TV show, but then it goes into, original material, and I liked that. Liked both of those. Another series that I wish I still had, I don't know what the series is called, but it was, South Beach, Hollywood Hills, and French Kiss, I don't think that's the order, by Amy Friedman. This book series was so dramatic, but I loved it. This was the first series that I was really I would give it out to people to read, because it was just, I think at this point we were obsessed with Laguna Beach and going into the hills and that kind of time period, and it was just, it was good at that point. It's probably terrible looking back now. I wish I could find these books for not terribly expensive. I would probably pick them up and reread them. But this is one of the hard lessons I had to learn about who to let borrow books, because sometimes you give them out and you don't get them back. And for some reason, I gave this girl that I went to high school with all 3 books in this series at the same time, and I don't know why I did that. Another series that I don't own anymore is the Inheritance series by Christopher Paolini, I think I don't know how to pronounce his name. The Aragon series. I really liked this series. I really liked books 1, 2, and 3. I think I liked 3. But I remember at the end, I just didn't like at all. And then the movie came out, and that kind of burned me. The movie was terrible. Terrible. So at some point, I got rid of the series, which, like, I wish I still had it so I could reread it and, like, as a little bit more into fantasy now. I would have liked to reread it, would have liked to have read it, but my favorite book that I ever had to read for school was The Giver by Lois Lowry. I don't know how to say it. Lois Lowry. I don't know. I really liked The Giver, but then I read whatever the second book was, and I didn't like it, so I've never continued on with the series. Another one that was so dramatic was Megan Mead's Guide to the McGowan Boys by Kate Bryan. This was about a teenage girl who, first, I don't even remember why she couldn't live with her parents anymore. I don't remember if they passed away or if they were, like, leaving. I feel like they were leaving for a job or something. And they, like, moved her into this house with the parents' friends, and they're, like, I think there was, like, 5 sons or something. And it's just so, like, what? But also, this book was so good. I don't even know what happened to this book. I actually swore I still had it, but it's nowhere to be found. I don't know where it is. I don't know if I lent it out or if I accidentally sold it to, like, Half Price Books at some point or whatever. I don't know where it's at, but I miss it. This is another one I wish I still had. I also read the Click series by Lissy Harrison, and I don't remember liking these books that much, but when I sat down to start making this list, it was one of the ones that kind of, like, jumped out to me. And this was kind of just your typical high school mean girl type thing. I think that's why. Because I feel like I started this before Mean Girls. Let me see when this came out. Y'all, did we know they made a movie out of The Click? I did not know that. Oh my god, what is this? 2008 this movie came out, and I've never heard of this. Oh, it's got that girl from Victorious in it. Elizabeth, however you say her name. That one. Vanessa Morano is in it. Bridget Mendler, how have I never... Time out. YouTube trailer. I've never seen that movie. Oh wow, might have to look that up. Okay, so the first one was released in 2004. As of June 2012, 14 have been released in the main series. I think I read like 3. Okay, so I don't even know why this series is on here, because I apparently know absolutely nothing about it. Okay, so it came out at the same time as Mean Girls, so maybe that's why I picked it up. I don't know. Anyway, I don't know why the series is on here. I apparently know absolutely nothing about it. I also wrote down Secrets of My Hollywood Life by Jen Calonita, I think is how you pronounce her name. This was one where the main girl she's been in, like, a family TV show. I always kind of thought of it as, like, Seventh Heaven type show. She's been in one of those, and she wants to live a normal life, so she enrolls in a school in, like, the middle of nowhere, and yeah, she meets a boy, and then, like, drama unfolds because she lies to him about who she is. And then I feel like there was a second one where he, like, came to LA to visit, or, like, she went to location or something. I don't even remember. I remember I read 2 books in this series, but I know there's more than that. I really still wish that I had this series to reread as well, and that is the Gossip Girl series by Cecily von Zieges. Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce her name. It was Gossip Girl. I wish I still had it. It's probably, it's probably one that if I read it now, I'd be like, what in the hell? But, oh, also, we're going to end on a sad note, because this is the last one that I wrote down, and that was one, I probably reread this about 5 times, and it's Don't Die, My Love by Lurleen McDaniel. This is a sad one, and I don't know why did I reread this so much? It's about a girl who, she is the, I think it was football or baseball coach's daughter. And she is dating one of the players on her dad's team for like the high school. And they find out he has cancer. And it's them kind of dealing with their relationship of knowing that he's got this terminal illness. And like at one point they discovered that his cancer is so far advanced that there's no way he can survive it, basically. And yeah, like, why did I reread this so much? It was so sad. Like, even now thinking about it, I'm like, no, I remember this was sad. This was sad. So those are some of my favorite books that I could remember from when I was a teen. Did you ever read any of these? Let me know what you thought about them down below. Let me know if I gave you any like blasts from the past. And if not, like, what were some of your favorites? I want to see if I've ever read any of your favorites as well. So let me know down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!